guys, it's Haley and welcome to another bookish video. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my September TBR, everything that I plan on reading in September. Who knows if I will actually read these books in September, but these are the plans. So let's just go ahead and jump in. First up, this is a reading vlog that I'm doing for my channel. I'm reading 2 books for this reading vlog. It is like a book and then a sequel, and I know Mare from Mare Reads will be so excited about this. Oh my god, y'all literally ruined my reveal. Mochi, you cannot growl. What am I about to reveal? Bear Town. But yes, I am reading Bear Town and Us Against You, both by Frederick Bachman, and I am so excited. So many people rave about these books, but especially Mare, and I love her. I love her channel so much. I will link her down below, and y'all should definitely check her out because she's a fave, and I'm so excited to read some of her faves as well this month. So I've been reading a lot of horror and thriller books for Summerween, and I also read some for the Bibliothon as well. Hello, Boba, making an entrance. So I'm kind of in a romance mood. I want something a little bit light and fluffy. So I have 3 romances that I want to get to this month. The first one is All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. I've heard amazing things about this book from Gwen and Jackie in the Weeby Book and Book Club and on their channels, and I totally trust their reading taste. We have a lot of similar ratings, so if they say this is a good book, I'm so down to try it out. I think this is a very emotional romance, and that is something that I really like in a romance. For me, a romance either has to be super hot or super sweet. I don't want any cute, fluffy, throw it away. No. That doesn't mean anything to me. It has to fulfill a purpose. You know what I'm saying? And the purpose is either get me hot and bothered or make me cry. And if you can't do either of those things, you're not worth my time, but I really feel that this will be worth my time. I also recently read Verity by Colleen Hoover. Loved that, so I can't wait to get to one of her actual romances. I'm also planning on reading The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. I have heard amazing things about this book from Nicole Gallagher and so many other people here on BookTube, but mainly her. I know that she loves it and she raves about it, and I love her channel. I'm just gonna link all the people I'm talking about down below. Share the love. Everybody, if you don't watch these people already, please go watch them. These are some of my favorite booktubers. But yeah, I've heard this one is like very sexy and I like that. But basically, this woman has Asperger's and she like has trouble finding love, so she hires a male escort to try to teach her about love and sex and finding a partner, and throughout their lessons, maybe they fall in love. I love that. And the last romance I'm planning on reading this month is Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. I'm so excited. This is probably going to be the first one that I pick up because I've just heard so many great things from everyone. This is a kind of enemies to lovers romance. I think this guy, Red, is Chloe Brown's landlord or neighbor or somehow involved in her building, and they like have a little feud going on, and they're very like opposite. Like Chloe's always been very straight-laced and Red is more of a rebel, and Chloe kind of wants to get a life. As you can tell from the title, she makes a list of like things she wants to accomplish in her life and branching out, and like basically a bucket list, and I think Red helps her kind of get out of her shell and experience new things. That's so cute. Next up, this is the last book that I'm reading for a video this month, and it is Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough. So y'all know I'm the queen of thrillers, so how the hell have I not read this before? This, I feel like I've been putting off reading it because it's been on my shelves for a while. I feel like I haven't read it though because I'm so scared to not like the ending. So if you don't know anything about this book, it has a very vague description. Basically, a woman hooks up with a guy, starts a new job, and realizes that her boss is the guy that she hooked up with, and he's also married. So thus a domestic thriller ensues, and apparently the twist at the end of this book is just the craziest thing of all time, and it will blow you away. So I'm going to do a reading vlog where I try to predict the twist as I'm reading, and we'll see if I can do it. I'm so excited for that video, and I'm kind of nervous that I'm gonna hate this book because it's so popular and so hyped, but we'll see. Next up, I'm in a couple book clubs, so I'm going to be reading the book club picks for September for those. First of all, we have the Page Turner Book Club hosted by these three lovely ladies, and their pick for September is Loveless by Alice Oseman. This is a YA contemporary, and the YA contemporary that we picked last month wasn't necessarily a hit for everybody, so hopefully we will enjoy this one more. And I always love those discussions so much, and I just love all of those girls. I think they're so sweet, and I love hearing their thoughts on books. So yeah, that is just my favorite, and I'm so looking forward to that discussion. We also had the first meeting for the Thrillers and Wine book club this past month in August, and that was really fun. We did that on Zoom, and everyone could kind of speak up and contribute. You could also see everyone's faces, which I thought was really cool, and that was a lot of fun. And their pick is Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn for September, and I've already read that book, but I'm considering rereading it just to refresh my mind for the discussion, because I read it probably my freshman or sophomore year of high school, so 8-9 years ago, and I feel like I need a refresher. That was one of my favorite thrillers that actually got me into the genre, so I think it'd be really fun to reread that, and I'm also looking forward to that discussion as well. And then finally, for the We Be Bookin' Book Club on Facebook, which is hosted by Jacqueline Wheeler here on BookTube, I'm participating in Hype-a-thon, which is an event that they have going in September. What's going on back there, children? But yeah, Hype-a-thon is basically 4 prompts surrounding the hype around books, and they sound really interesting, really broad, so you can kind of make what you want to read fit. And I'm trying to get back into mood reading and not having everything be so structured for my reading, because I tend to get overwhelmed when that happens. So I like that this is very like fluid, and if I want to change things out that I can. It's not like very strict, you know, prompt wise. But the first prompt is a book that you don't think will be worth the hype. So for that, I am reading The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. And I don't know, I hear so many people saying that this book has made them cry, that it's just heart-wrenching and heartbreaking and amazing, and I just don't think that it will be for me, but we'll see. And hopefully it is, but I don't think it will be that earth-shattering. Let me eat my words next month. I hope I do, but like if I don't, y'all heard it here. The next prompt is to read a book that you're most hyped about, and for that I am going to read Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. That is my book of the month pick this month, and I'm so excited to read it. I love Frederick Bachman's writing, and this one is his newest novel. It sounds amazing. It's about people who are being held hostage and like what they do, and there's like all his like wonderful writing, and it's going to be very character driven, and I'm so excited for it. Next up is to read a book that Jacqueline has reviewed on her channel. This is The Good Girl by Mary Kubica, and I got this recommendation off of her tier ranking thrillers. I think she like tier ranked all of the thrillers that she's ever read, and a lot of her top ones I'd already read, but this one I hadn't, so I'm very excited to get into this one. Also, that's terrifying. I hate that. And the last prompt is kind of hilarious. It is to read a book that sounds good but has an ugly cover. And I just think that's so funny. And I've had this book on my shelf for a while. It is Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng. She is the author of Little Fires Everywhere, which I loved, but every time I look at this cover, I'm like, what is this? Like, I think I will like it. I love Celeste Ng's writing, but like, who designed it's not for me. And yeah, I'm kind of trying to leave the rest of my TBR pretty open based on, you know, just what I want to feel, what I want to pick up, and according to my mood. I know I'm going to probably get to a couple specific things because I have the 3 Mrs. Rights on NetGalley, so I will probably read that. Something I'm also really interested in, I've been wanting to read for a while, is Be Not Far From Me by Mindy McGinnis. It's a like survival horror story, and yeah, so that is probably what you can expect from me, my reading plans for September, and I'm super excited about them. Think it'll be a fun little month, and I hope you come back to see my wrap up and to see all these reading vlogs. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, go ahead and like it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Wow.